226 in room 205 needs to get their blood work done, so if you guys could go deal with that really quickly. And I'm gonna need y'all over there to go into room 206 because the patient next door is, just making our lives really difficult. So if you could go calm them down really quickly, tell them it's just an eye exam. It's really not that big of a deal. They don't need to worry about anything. Please just go give them a lollipop or something, okay? Okay, cool. Great. Oh. Hi there. How are you doing today? I think we just had you in pretty recently. It's good to see you again. How are you doing? Good, perfect. Yeah. Great, so what are you here for today? Are you experiencing any issues with your eyes? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's why I'm here. So we can figure out what the problem is. Send you back into your livelihood. So, could you tell me a little bit about what you've been experiencing today? Just anything. Okay. And when did this start occurring? Okay. Could you tell me how long this has been happening for? Okay. Now, I wouldn't worry about this. This doesn't seem to be too big of an issue, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in just to be careful, So, have you changed your email at all, or is it still the same one? Okay, great. And would you like the full eye examination today, or the shorter version? Okay, yeah, it's always better to do a nice thorough checkup. Approximately how much time would you say you spend on your phone a day? Okay, and why don't you just go ahead and tell me what a normal day looks like for you, kind of the things that you do, so that we can figure out, what may be causing this. Okay, great. Keep going. Okay, well, sounds like a pretty boring day, not gonna lie. But I'm not here to judge, so let's go ahead and get this out of the way so we can get started. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is a little bit of an eye test. Now, people always get a little bit nervous when it comes to this test, just because it's a little bit uncomfortable. People aren't used to air blowing into their eyes. They don't like it. They freak out. So, I'm just going to tell you, this is going to be extremely easy. You don't need to worry about anything. It's going to be a quick blow of air into your eye, and that will determine your reflexes, how your iris Is anything out of place? Come up here. Ah, keep those eyes open. This is not nap time. Not sleepy time. I'm not a sleep doctor. I am a cranial nerve examiner. Okay. Perfect. Could you go ahead and look up to the sky as if gullible is written on the ceiling? Guys, I got them with the textbook joke. I know. Wow, I'm sorry. Okay, but you do know that gullible's not actually written on the ceiling, right? Because you kind of like looked up. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Okay. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to have you follow the light. So just go ahead and follow where it's going. Alright, keep going, follow the light. I'm basically seeing how your eyes can follow objects moving around. This is important for day-to-day activities and situations that involve being able to locate different objects and lights and things like that that get in your... It's mainly important for driving so that you know whether you will be able to see the lights and avoid the lights and know where they're at and all that kind of good stuff. What? This is boring. Well, you do spend hours on end scrolling on TikTok, so yeah, I mean, I would be bored too. But don't you worry. You'll be out of here in no time and back to your good old routine. I will only be in your hair for a little longer. But your eyes are looking good, so now look this way for me, please. Okay. Great, and could you look the other way? Okay, now look left. That was right. Yeah, left. Okay, now could you look right for me? Come on, that was, okay, never mind. You gotta work on your rights and lefts, but that's for a different doctor. I'm only here to check your eyes. Okay. Perfect. So, despite getting your rights and lefts mixed up, you did pretty good on that test. I'll give it an S tier. You did pretty good. So I'm going to put that into my system. Okay. You should be pretty proud of yourself for being able to pass this many tests. I thought you said there was something wrong with your eyes. Okay, we've got that in the system. Now, what we're going to do next is take a more in-depth look at your eyes with my handy-dandy eye various different things. So I've got this palette here that has different colors on it, and I'm going to need you to tell me which color it is that I point to, and if you get them all correctly, then you pass this test. So here it is right here. I'm going to point to a color, and you're going to tell me what color that is, and then you're going to tell me what thing in real life that color goes with. So, what color is this? Green, that's correct. Can you tell me something in the world that is the color green? Yes, grass. See, you know exactly how to do this process. So yes, this one was green. I'm going to point to what color is this? Yellow, yes. That is correct. Can you tell me something that is yellow? Yes, the sun. The sun is yellow. Well, I guess it's like a fiery orange bursting forth its fury, but yellow works too. Alright, and can you tell me which color this is? Yes, precisely, this is pink. Can you tell me what is pink in the world? The new Barbie movie. Yes, great example. Okay, now I'm gonna point and here. What color is this one? Right here. Blue, precisely. What's something in the world that's blue? Blue's Clues. Yes. Wow. You are educated in good shows. Blue is the correct answer. And what color is this last one? Yes, that is the color orange. And can you tell me something that is orange? In orange. Come on, come up with something better than that. What's something that's orange? Orange juice. Okay, whatever. Yes, yes, yes. You've passed the test. Let me put that into my system. You've been flying by these tests, and you're doing a really good job. Okay, so this is an eye chart. There's different levels with different letters, and they continuously get smaller. Your job is to tell me which letters on a specific line that I point to are, and I'll tell you if you got it right or not. So, tell me the first line right here. E. Correct. Now, go ahead and go to the next line. Right here. F and P. Correct. Now, we're going to move on to number 3. So, if you could just go ahead and tell me what is on line number 3. T, O, and Z. Correct again. Now, we're going to move on to level 4. Right here. Go ahead and read for me level 4. And yes, it's going to start to get a little bit harder. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, yes. L-P-E-T. Now go ahead and start with number 5. If you can. It's going to be a little bit difficult. Yes. Yes. Okay, keep going. Yes. Yes, P-E-C-F-D. Can you move on to the next one, or is it too small? Okay. Well, you did pretty good. Well, passed all the tests. You did tremendous. I don't think there's anything wrong with your eyes. I think you might have a little bit of a bug. You might need to start using some eye drops. Sometimes staring at your phone for too long can cause these kind of issues to happen, so I would take some time to rest your eyes throughout your day. For every 20 minutes you spend on your phone, spend 2 minutes just looking around. That'll really help your eyes tremendously. Other than that, I think we're good to go here. I'm going to put down